All right, there we are.
Yay or
Yeah,
nay?
it's a yay. It's working now.
Oh.
So we're here today to talk to you a bit about some things that are happening out there in the world. Welcome, of course, to the high seas of the cNFTs. I'm Mad Walthorn. This here is
Summer Horsegrave,
right.
and this is my first time on the ship.
Yeah. Indeed. Welcome aboard. Landlubber though you be, you'll always find welcome here.
Is this a subset of Pistachio Network Studios?
This is a ship of my own procurement that I'm using here. It was moved into another dimension by the powers of Mr. Pistachio and Stella and whatnot. I don't get too high
It's
up on
part
that
of your
sort of
contract.
stuff. It's been moved into the high seas of the cNFTs, and now it only floats in the world of cNFTs, and every drop is an island, and we'll be visiting a few of them today, to be sure. Drown me in blood if it isn't so.
So we're gonna go to Coco Loco.
That's a lost island. That island was lost long ago, and perhaps it is better that it is so.
Everything is temporary.
Indeed. Now, for those of you who are just joining and don't perhaps know what's going on here, I'm a new anchor for the show. The name's Mad Walthorn, and of course, I wouldn't have a show without me son here, Ankerson.
This again.
This here be Ankerson, and he's a stout lad, to be sure. Truth be told,
He seems pretty delicate.
truth be told, the lad's not my natural born son. But I treat him all the same, just as the same. Am I also a vampire? Indeed, I am. Mad Walthorn has been roaming...
Pirate first, vampire second.
Roaming these seas for nigh over 200 years now, since the early days in New Orleans. I was born in New Orleans in the late 1700s, in fact.
No one says it like that.
Well, perhaps that's been lost over the centuries, and it's no wonder. No wonder at all. So... yes, I've been kicking around for quite a while here. I am a pirate vampire. Well, the fastest way to say it is a vampirate. Yeah. Though it does not have anything to do with where I place, my identity and all that. So Ankerson here, I like to keep him along with me.
How long have you had this son of yours?
Ankerson's been with me since the olden times. Indeed, you can see he's a bit weathered, and but he's holding up quite well.
You need to turn him into a vamp as well, so he won't age.
Truth be told, the lad doesn't seem to age as a natural course. I'm not pretending to understand all the physics and whatnot. I'm just a simple vampire, you understand. But very happy to have him here and to have you aboard me ship for this voyage on the high seas of cNFTs.
Well, let's dive in.
Yes. So, we're going to be speaking on some drops that are happening, and I've been instructed by those at the studio that I must play a video when it's time to talk about the drops. Important. So, I don't understand what this means, but it's called Drop It Like It's Hot. Let's see the video now.
Come on, didn't you ever use dynamite in your exploits and endeavors?
It was never hot. Is that what that's supposed to refer to? Hot dynamite? If you kept
holding it would stay hot. Right.
It gets hot really quickly and explosively.
Saying. That's what I'm saying. So you got to drop it like that's about to happen.
If you dropped it, it would blow. When it hit the ground, it's very unstable dynamite. Very likely that you wouldn't want to drop it. You'd set it down lightly and you'd back away.
Look, we have grenades now. This is what you would do it with.
I don't have any.
You would throw it like it's hot.
Well, that makes a lot of sense now. I completely understand the saying. So we'll be dropping it like it's hot indeed. So we're going to begin here with one that's, the
talk of the town.
This has been talk of the sea. Indeed.
They were on Shark Tank. Hey, speaking of this high seas of the cNFTs, they were on Shark Tank today.
Oh, Shark Tank. That sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
I was once in a Shark Tank. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And indeed, I did send my worst enemy in after myself. And I saw what happened. And so if I make any more worst enemies, I pulled him in. and I gave him a
Oh,
slash.
distract. That's what you do with vampires in New Orleans too. You throw the slowest person in your group, they'll eat the vampire. You throw your nemesis.
They're eating vampires in New Orleans now. It's good that I've left and I've moved on to the seas. Let's take a look at the or mob or whatever it's called here.
Or times 3.
Oh, where's our bottom thing? Oh no. That great nut
People are going to be confused.
That great nut that runs the studio will be quite upset if we don't.
Yeah, what do you think about him?
He's a dangerous man.
Does he remind you of some of the big pirate bosses from back in your day?
The pistachio. Well, some of these bosses weren't as scary as they seemed. Legends and whatnot have changed things over the years.
I heard Blackbeard was real nice.
That's nice. Oh, he was nice to his friends. But to his enemies, oh, woe betide you. Oh, by the devil's twisted tail, woe betide you.
Sink me now if he wasn't nice to his friends.
Sink me in blood. Now that, of course, is our pirate phrase of the day. And we're going to be talking about this.
Make sure you use it. That's your homework.
Time. Sink me in blood if I don't. Sink me in blood is the current phrase that we'll be working in here. And, there's all sorts of stuff in this here manual. And I remember many of it from my time aboard ship, but some I admit has been lost to the seas of time.
Of course.
It's a reference to a desperately violent death. Sink me in blood.
So the Shark Tank.
Aye. Yeah. That's what's happened to me worst enemy. He did sink in blood.
Yeah.
Here we say, let me perish. I say, sink me in blood if I can get a word in edgewise. There's someone who couldn't get a word in edgewise.
And they'd rather die a horrible death than not get a word in.
So we know some things about this Ore Mob, as they call it. The Ore Mob is a 10K PFP drop from the artist known as Ore. The collection consists of over 500 unique traits. And I guess that's something that people like. So here we have the website. There's not much to see unless you discover that you can click at the bottom here. Well, there's some sound there, and you click the next thing and the next thing. Unlike most of the islands we'll be visiting here, the navigation is at the bottom of this one.
Interesting.
You can see different cards and whatnot. Now, this is quite stylized work here, as you can see. There's very many different versions, and we have some examples that have been picked out by our research boy, Will. He is a cabin boy, I think, aboard Mr. Pistachio's ship. I've never met the lad, but I've heard that he knows his stuff.
Yeah, for sure. He's worth his salt.
Aye, worth his salt, though he may not be salt. None of you are, as far as I can tell. You've never set foot aboard ship. Drown me in blood if you have.
Ore. It's ore.
Oh, it's pronounced ore.
Ore.
Well, the only ore that I know is gold and silver, so you'll forgive me. This seems to be perhaps a bit more of the world.
Too modern for you.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You can see they're never the same picture twice, most likely due to the many, many traits involved in this collection. All the PFPs. Crex the Mage has been here with us the whole show. Let us know that our audio equipment wasn't working out.
He made me be. I know.
And
that's because he's magic.
I tip my hat to you, sir.
Ankerson would give you a hug if you were here.
Truth be told, the lad's not very affectionate, even to his old father. But I love him just the same. Isn't that right, Ankerson? Ankerson, what a fine lad you are. So there's some interesting images for you, and perhaps a video as well. Let's see what we have. Ore.
Like hooray. Cool.
There we have a bit of a video there. It'll restart, and we'll see the whole thing. Very laden with traits, in fact. You could say.
Cool.
Oops, I stopped the screen. Oh, it's a terrible thing I've done.
I want to get one of these girls with cool hair.
Careful there. Watch out for Ankerson. You see Stella peeking right through.
Peekaboo. Amazing.
Let's share this one up again because there's more to see with Ore. And here we see, or we don't.
We don't.
A previous drop. We're trying to see the other sorts of things this artist have put out. Well, this one's not working.
Yeah, I thought that I remembered Ore being like a one of one artist before this. I'm not entirely sure though.
So we have a JPEG store is not loading.
The high seas are rocky.
This is a rocky sea indeed.
Crex, what's a bosun?
The bosun. What's a bosun? Well, a bosun is it's a bastardization of boatswain.
Oh,
which
okay.
is,
I know what a boatswain is.
There you have it. What's a boatswain for the audience then?
There's someone that helps out on the boat.
That's exactly right. Much like every other sailor, it's a ship's officer in charge of equipment and crew, the bosun. Aye.
Nice.
Indeed.
That's
so
accurate.
Is Crex the mage in charge of equipment and crew? Well, he did help us out with our equipment here, but the official bosun aboard this vessel is my boy Ankerson here. And I'll thank you to keep...
He's good at watching the equipment.
Indeed, sure. He is the equipment, some might say. Blends right in to it.
Oh, yeah.
We've been invited to the high seas of another realm. Perhaps we'll enjoy a game of Sea of Thieves with Crex the Mage at some point.
It does look really good.
Would be quite fun indeed. Well, none of these are working. This is strange. Is JPEG Store itself working? Let's see if we can go to the front page.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh my goodness. JPEG Store has sunk. And it's not just my internet connection. No, seems to be the actual store page. Well, we won't be looking at any of these previous things then, unfortunately. But I can tell you. It's going to be hot.
Whitelist is August 31st.
That's right. The whitelist sale begins at 1:13 p.m. UTC, Wednesday, August 31st. That's 2 days from now. The burner phone mob gets their chance to mint on Thursday, the day after. That'll be September 1st. Boil me blood. Drown, but what is it? Drop me in blood? Sink me in blood if it's not so. Public sale will be Friday. That's Friday, September 2nd. And the mint price, oh my goodness, the mint price is 252 ADA with 10,000 available. Well, I've got to say that's too much. That's far too much. And sink me in blood if it's not. Oh goodness, quite an expenditure for a profile picture project. But if that's the sort of thing you like to spend your doubloons on, what can you say? Have at it and enjoy yourself. All right. Now, here's something that this old pirate can really get excited about.
Yeah, for sure.
This next one, we'll show this here on the screen. This was delayed due to unforeseen circumstances, but it's ready to go now on September 6th,
We're ready
Thursday.
For it.
At 12 p.m. UTC, 50 ADA per card. Now that's a price that I can wrap my pirate brain around. That's not going to leave me with no doubloons remaining to frequent.
To go get some hookers and
the sorts of things that pirates frequent, and I've been asked not to speak about. Yes, wonderful. So here we have the Drunken Dragons second season adventures of
some very detailed. Theolden. Some very detailed pixel art, like beautiful, beyond anything I've ever seen.
And for only 50 ADA per. What a deal.
I gotta make sure I can buy some of that.
Now let's take a look here. That's the full collection. What do you think, Ankerson? Would you like to have one of these NFTs for yourself?
For your high season?
What do you think? One of these, you like them?
And look, bottom left, you get to see how that character appears in the Drunken Dragon Inn, the interactive place where your Drunken Dragon assets can be placed, which is awesome.
There's lore about each of these folks as well. For example, Astrid Whitemane here. There's concept art to view. Well, this is very interesting. Let me show you.
Dude, that's so
Ankerson,
cool.
You're in the way.
Put him down.
You're just going to have to sit this one out.
Put him in his swing.
Go on back there. All right, he'll be fine. Here we are. So each and every single drop comes with all sorts of interesting things. This is the character summary. this is some interesting artwork concepts.
Mhm.
And here we have the sketch of the character.
Amazing.
And you can do this with every single one of these people. Look at these. They go from interesting folks who are holding up giant shields and over 200 years old, just like myself. Actually, we're about the same age, similar age there. I forget how old I am sometimes. It's been quite a few years.
212 or so.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. It could be.
Because, you know,
If I was
you
born
were
in
with,
the
you were with
1700s,
Madame Lalaurie.
234.
She was in 1834. You were dating her.
I was?
Yeah.
What's it? What a
No,
life.
Jean Lafitte
I didn't
was.
think
Never
it was
mind.
me.
No, yeah, you didn't like her. But you were around.
I was around.
Yeah.
Well, you know, who can say how old any of us are, really? We just have our own memories to go off of.
That's true.
But as you can see, these are wonderful. And for only 50 ADA piece,
Tiefling.
well, you can't go wrong with this. And the Drunken Dragon
God, I would
crew
love to get that
is an
one.
incredible team. I couldn't speak
Mhm.
highly enough of them. All right.
Gold-blooded.
Now we have
Trevor.
some interesting news from Serenity Pictures, and perhaps you can tell us about this.
Redemption. Clay's redemption. Actually, we're having Serenity on this Thursday, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, we'll look forward to talking to her. I doubt she'll be
it's
boarding
mid-Sep-
me ship.
It might
though.
be mid-September.
I doubt.
Yeah, no, it'll be on Thursday. So obviously, Serenity Pictures created Toxica, the first feature-length film on Cardano, and now they are presenting the trailer for the dark fantasy feature Clay's Redemption, where Clay searches for redemption in a world with immortals and old world gods.
Yes.
Sounds right up our alley. Clay is a convict and a sleepwalker, moving from body to body while serving his sentence as an enforcer for gods. Read the full description on the website, and you can find out about another upcoming drop called The Transcendent 5. So the drop is live now. Mint is open until Saturday, September 3rd. Price is 50 ADA. Available in noir or neon versions.
For the price of 2 tickets to a movie, you could own your own movie. And it's
that's
an
live
NFT.
right now. We should send the link or something.
It's right here. It's live.
Serenity-pictures.com.
Indeed. Very nice. Looking forward to watching this one.
Mm-hmm.
Seems fun.
Definitely. You know about, dealings with demons and gods.
Well, to an extent.
Brushed with it, I mean.
I've been around, but I find the best way is just to lie in the back room of some tavern, drinking rum, whiskey, whatever they've got for you. And you sit there and you can last 50 years at a stretch if you've got the coin.
Yeah.
So every 50 years or so, I've got to go back out and earn some more coin. Thus, I am here employed at this very strange studio.
Yeah.
And
I bet this
on
is
the
the
high
weirdest
seas
gig
of
you've
cNFTs. It's quite strange indeed. But I like to get through it with a song.
Oh.
Whiskey is the life of man. Whiskey, Johnny. Oh, whiskey is the life of man. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. I drink whiskey when I can. Whiskey, Johnny. I drink it out of an old tin can. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. Whiskey gave me a broken nose. Whiskey, Johnny, oh, whiskey made me pawn my clothes. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. I thought I heard Fleet Admiral Hoskinson say, whiskey, Johnny, I treat my crew in a decent way. Whiskey for my Charlie, oh. A glass of grog for every man. Whiskey, Johnny, and a bottle for the shanty man. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. Sometimes you can earn your whiskey just by singing songs and keeping people's spirits up. Usually, though, you've got to kill someone for it. What are you going to do?
I mean, you just got to kill someone every once in a while.
But sometimes you like to do it more often than that because it's fun and most people are shit. At least the folks
you
who
haven't been in Cardano long
hang
enough,
out in the
Matt
back
Wallthorne.
of taverns drinking.
Things
for
have
50 years
changed. Things
on
have
end.
changed. People are waking up. You'll see.
Well, they'd better do it quick because I got these fangs, and they're not just for show. They need to get exercise.
Well, I hope you don't go to cNFT Con.
I may do just that. We'll see. We'll see. Here's another project here, the kickoff party of Riot House. It's a collection of 3,690 NFTs embodying the music festival spirit of Cardano. The drop is live now. Currently are less than 1,400 available. And we can find out here what their future plans are. Future plans for Riot House.
I guess they predict a riot.
What are we trying to build in the Riot House? Well, it's no accident we saved this information for last. I'll read the thread. We wanted to assemble our community first through an art and culture-centric approach, creating art that embodies the music festival spirit. We attracted the wild ones who wanted to join our party. This way we avoided unwanted guests who tried to spoil the party for everyone.
Do you like music and festivals?
Do I like music and festival? Well, I was just singing a song a moment ago.
Yeah, okay.
So,
well, have you ever heard of a festival?
a festival, well, I suppose that they have those.
Did you like it?
Sure.
All right, go on.
Now, let us get you... Wait, let us get you in on the word inside. Our long-term goal for Riot House is to build an NFT ticketing system for IRL festivals and events. And that's sorely needed. Drown me in blood if it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Though this is a long way to go. We are in a bear market after all, a pirate market, if you will, and building in this market is quite hard. So we don't want to overpromise anything. We just want to let you in on our main goal.
Cool.
So now let's skip to the good part. I know that you're all looking for something concrete post-mint, something that doesn't rely on speculation. So the following are the minimum you get once you join the Riot House party. 1. Based on our research, the royalties of new minted projects spike up in the first month. So, the royalty on the first month will be given back and split among all the Riot House NFT holders. The more you hold, the more you will receive. We've given away 1,000 NFTs to our community and will continue to give more post-mint. This will be via raffling different blue chip NFT projects where a Riot House NFT serves as your raffle entry. So, the more Riot House you hold, the more chances of winning these. We started as an art and culture-centric approach, and we'll keep it that way by the devil's twisting tail, and by continuing to deliver art collaborations with established projects and up-and-coming ones that vibe with Riot House, hence expanding our network further by sharing the Riot House vibes. Lastly, every Riot House NFT holder will gain exclusive access to any future Riot House drops. More details will be disclosed after the mint. Of course, we are after the mint now. Perhaps there'll be more coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just the minimum. We have more surprises up our sleeves in the coming months. We'll see the rioters who got our backs now, and moving forward, we'll make sure that we got their backs as well. Stay wild, fam.
You ever said that before?
I've never said that before. Never on the high seas of the cNFTs has that been uttered. All
Cool.
right, very fun, very fun. And it's not so hard to get in to the mint here. Let's see. Doesn't say, I think we would, oh, I see here's the website link. I was looking at the wrong one. All right, well, let's take a quick look there at the website and see how one might go about minting one of these things if that's what you're interested in. All right, all the NFTs, et cetera, planning, blah, blah, blah. Where do you mint? Probably on their Discord would be my supposition.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're interested in Riot House, check out their Discord. The mint is ongoing, but there's very few remaining.
Yeah. Now we have Sam Catman. Whoa, it's a Catman. Amazing. Sam Catman is a digital singer-songwriter cat. Meow. Sam is releasing a 12-part NFT series called An Unintentional Escape from Inertia. That's a cool name. First one features the single My Mind and I and comes with a unique SAM PFP. The single will include an MP3, HQ wave, cover art, and lyrics image. The first drop is limited to only 200. Drop is live now for 35 ADA. See Sam Catman's on the website. See Sam Catman's bio on the website. Wow, I want this.
Yes.
That's awesome.
The artwork reminds me of, and I was trying to remember her name, Princess someone
from
BoJack. Indeed.
Yeah.
What was her name? I thought it was Carol, but that's
Carolyn.
Caroline. Yes, perhaps Princess Carolyn. Well, it seems quite interesting here.
Yeah, I like that. It's like, yeah, we have PFPs here. Let's make a songwriting cut. You know, it's like.
Indeed, and for the price of 35 ADA,
Yeah.
well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Hell yeah.
All right, we have another one here. Return of Carugonian. The return of Carugonian. All right, here we have Season 1, Beasts of Carugonia. It's a series of 1111 animated animal mounts inspired by gaming and lore. Beasts include lions, triceratops, pandas, mammoths, and more. 100 ADA for one of these, goodness. But there's many of these here. The founder is Green Tea. There she is, the 27-year-old registered nurse from Australia. She was inspired to create her own project based off the love of cryptocurrency, gaming, anime, and artwork. She loves to socialize within the space and be involved in as many projects as she can. The drop is now live for 100 ADA per NFT with 1,111 available.
This place is a wonderful place to socialize. Have you made any friends here?
Well, you're the first person I've met.
Oh, really? Yeah, because I guess Mr. Pistachio isn't really involved in the community. So, even though you've met him, I presume.
Did I meet anyone else here? On the last episode
Tyler?
of the
Did you
High
meet
Seas
Tyler?
of the cNFTs, there was not but me and Ankerson plying our trade here and sailing about willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Stella, of course, but I've known her for
years.
hundreds of years now.
Yeah.
The rest,
cool.
well, it may
I'm
just
glad to be
you.
your first friend.
Indeed,
I'll hook you up with lots of other cool people. Now you know Crex, of course.
Well, I've seen
That's
people
gonna be
in the
good for
chat,
you.
but I can't tell if they're people or not. There could be sirens trying to lure me into something.
Yeah,
It happens.
That's true.
It can happen to the best of us. All right, we've one more project to take a look at here. Let's pop this thing up, as they say around here.
That is what they say here. We've got Pains by the Makers. The Makers have been a guest on our show, of course.
Perhaps it's not working. Link is not taking me there. Oh, there it is. Ah, wonderful.
Cool. Wait. Oh, no. This isn't by the Makers. Okay, this is by Pains, which was formerly Growing Pains, I believe. So the Pains team is auctioning a one-of-one Makers token on Artano. The winner can transform any of their Pains NFTs into a physical collectible bust handmade by the Pains team. That's awesome. This is a charity auction and all profits go to Young Minds UK. That's really cool to be able to choose what.
And here we have the handmade version.
Looks like a Futurama to me.
It's a head in a jar. Indeed. Transform any of your pains by winning the auction. It's at 150 ADA right now. There's over a day remaining though, so we'll see where it goes. It is a charity auction. That's very nice. Young Minds UK. Very nice indeed. So that's a bit of the high seas for you, my friends. Perhaps not as much going on within this ship as there will be in the future. And that's not always
a bad thing, you know. Everybody's got their head down, getting ready for high seas of cNFTs con.
Indeed.
cNFTs con. cNFCs con. I'm just thinking of how it might be said. And yeah, so I think that's bringing people together, not having as much drama for a little while, because maybe people will be excited to meet each other, or maybe they'll want to have beef, and so they'll start it right now. Let's hope not.
That'd be very interesting to see, indeed.
Yeah.
Now, any of you who are watching here today should know that later in the evening, perhaps myself, perhaps another of the news team, somebody at least one or two of us will be playing games tonight. Indeed, this is the game show, which is the best thing that they've come up with to call it. Not
So
as catchy as
far.
High Seas of the cNFTs, but on the game show, we'll be playing various games. Sometimes
Fall Guys.
Cardano related, sometimes
Jackbox.
not, sometimes just ridiculous nonsense and having some fun. But that'll be kicking off at 8 p.m. Eastern time, which of course is 22.
Oh,
Wait,
24.
20 is
20.
8.
It's 0.
Right? It's not 0.
22 is
Oh my
6.
goodness, you're right. It's 0 UTC.
Yeah.
So it'll be at midnight UTC tonight. And we'll be playing some games and whatnot. So we all, of course, invite you to join us there and drown me in blood if I won't be there myself.
Sink me right here where I stand.
Yeah, sink me in blood, isn't that it?
Yeah.
Drown me is
I like
a
that
little
one
more
too, though.
crazy.
Yeah,
More
yeah,
like
yeah.
vampire.
That's more horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, by the devil's twisted tail, this has been
Me in
the
blood.
CNFT, the high seas of the CNFTs. I'm Mad Walthorn, your vampirate host. And this here is my son, Ankerson, who was here, although he was quite quiet.
I'm beginning
down
to feel a lot like how Stella must feel. You know, I just come to work and I'm in a new ship. I mean, it's kind of wild, and that must be how Stella feels every week. She's just like in this new dimension.
Always something different for that one.
Yeah.
You know, this ship here, I wonder if it's the same one that flies around Cardania, perhaps. It is a wooden ship after all. Perhaps that's the new ship that we inhabit
Perhaps
at the
at a
moment.
different place on the timeline.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, me friends. Me hearties, indeed. Thank you very much for your time and your attention. And I do hope that we see you on Thursday, where we have a fine guest, one Jen of YOLO Solos will be joining us. And she's a very fine young lady, and we're excited to speak with her.
And she may be dressed for the occasion.
I understand that she may be bringing her wig game to bear.
Or just dyeing her hair in a crazy color.
Oh, even better. Well, we'll find out on Thursday.
Because
and again,
no one wears wigs here.
Is that right?
This is normal hair.
Okay. That's not what I've seen, but whatever you got, whatever you want to call it.
T. Scott doesn't like it when people say it blatantly.
Well, then we'll have to say it behind his back.
All right.
Farewell, me hearties, and we'll see you later on.